Subscribe, follow, like, share. Last Bell Boxing. These guys give you all the exclusives, and next time I get my fight date, it's going to be exclusive on here as well. So make sure you give them one.
Hello, welcome to the latest live edition of Last Ball Boxing. Busy day today. I've had Daz Medcalf on earlier on who knows his boxing. Now I've got some guy from Canada who knows fuck all. I thought I'd welcome 2026 in with Brett. How you doing, Brett?
Doing well, mate. Thanks for having me.
So I know you've told me off here that you're not going to put it on me about my fanboy relationship with Tyson Fury, but I thought a bit suspect I was keen to jump on as I mentioned Tyson. Well, you suggested Tyson Fury, so this could get interesting. So Tyson has announced his return. He's putting all these montages on where he's running up hills with wood on his back and he's out in Thailand somewhere. And John Fury's coming out and saying he's going to be more involved in the training.
Yeah.
No mention of Sugar Hill in any of this at the minute.
Yeah.
So give us your thought, Brett. Let's start with him coming back. Straight into the AJ fight, a warm-up first. How do you think he's going to pan out?
Yeah, I mean, first of all, mate, I'd like to start by saying I don't believe the Last Bell Boxing platform is biased towards Tyson Fury. As much as the owner and the creator of the channel has got his views on Tyson Fury, I do think that you create a platform for all of us to speak on Tyson Fury. So I'll give you where I'm sitting. I'm excited, and people will be shocked because of the banter they have on my Twitter page. I'm excited to see Tyson Fury back. Why wouldn't you want a charismatic character to bleed some excitement back into the sport? And look, as much as I think he's going to have a run over first fight, so what? The build-up's going to be great. He's going to look great. He's training hard right now. And it'd be great to have him back. I mean, ultimately, I don't want to, and you and I have talked off camera on this, I don't want to overly speculate on the Joshua thing. I think let's be respectful to find out.
Agreed.
Let Joshua come out and tell everybody where he's at.
Yep.
So we'll put that one on the side burner for now.
Yep.
But I don't think, I mean, what a fairy tale again with the way he does things. I don't think he's going to jump straight into a Fabio Wardley fight.
Yeah, I do.
Well, great. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. And I think he boxes his ears off, to be honest. And I think
we've been saying that since Nathan Gorman, though, haven't we?
No, mate, you're right. Everyone says it every time, don't they? But I don't think Tyson's going to get hit with that equalizer, because if Deontay Wilder's hit him with it, mate, and he's not put him to sleep, no one's putting him to sleep with that. The only punch I've only ever said that I feel Tyson Fury is vulnerable to, and no one's managed to catch him with it flush, but is the uppercut. It's someone slipping inside and hitting with the uppercut. Fabio don't really throw.
Got to travel a long way, that uppercut to land, though, isn't it? He's a big lad. I'll sort that out with the editing, don't worry. I don't know why he took that. So that uppercut's got to travel a long way, though, Brett, hasn't it, to land?
And it has, mate. It has. But so it's only a bigger man. I suppose that's where I will drop into the AJ conversation. I believe it's probably only AJ that hits him with that shot. I don't think that Fabio hits him with that shot. And I definitely think that he's smart and cute enough to stay away from Fabio's overhand right. That being said, like you said, since Nathan Gorman, we've been saying that he's not going to land that shot. But I think that Tyson is nailed on to fight Makhmudov. I genuinely do. I think it makes a lot of sense. He's just come off that win against Dave Allen. Caballero showed how beatable he is. He's massively beatable. It's a name that the UK fans can resonate with because of what happened with the Allen fight.
Is there much commercial value to that fight?
No, there's not. But is there much commercial value for him pulling out a Russian, a Kazakhstani, because that Tyson's clever. Tyson will pull somebody out now at this stage in his career. I believe he's going to have to pull somebody out that's at least a name.
Yeah, credible.
And it's not Pulev. He can't pull Pulev out. Like, we're not going to forgive him for Pulev.
And he can't jump in with White. He can't jump in with Dillian White again. He can't jump in with Chisora again.
He can't do Chisora again. Bloody hell, no, he can't do that. But for me, I actually think the way it's going, again, God bless AJ and everything that he's going through, I think it's Makhmudov, then Wardley, to be honest, or one and Wardley.
What about if Turkey has got that September date in mind, though? Because I'm hearing that's nailed on, that they are going to have it in September. He ain't going to get 2 fights in before Fury, then, is there?
No. So if that's
for AJ, I mean,
if that's true, mate, which I've heard the same thing. I've heard it's signed, sealed, delivered. I've heard they both put pen to paper.
Yeah.
Obviously, pending what's going on with AJ, right? If that messes it up, then yeah, no, there's not 2 fights in there, and probably what you were saying, maybe he does take the gamble, elbows Makhmudov off, and says, "Come on, then Wardley, so I can take something to the AJ fight." Yeah. And Turkey gives him a few more M's to go get the belt. Go get the belt. Bring it to the showdown.
And you could argue, win or lose, Wardley deserves that payday. It'll be a massive payday for Wardley. So let's be honest. If he wants to get beat by Fury, it's not the end of the world for him, is it?
And he'll believe he can win.
Yeah.
That's the thing, mate. When you, it's like Deontay Wilder. I know we always say the British Deontay Wilder. I think he's got a little bit more than Deontay Wilder, to be honest. But I'm not saying he hits harder than him, by the way. But I'm just saying more as a boxer. If you literally know you're down in fights and you have to land once to get them out of there, like that's a scary man. And he's seen. We could all do it. We could all go back now and watch Fury's last 10 fights and go, "Oh, he gets hit there. He gets hit there.
Yeah.
He gets hit there." I mean,
A and B don't always equal C, does it? But Justin Hooney bots his head off. And then he jumps in with Joseph Parker. And let's be honest, that was touch and go. But if the Fabio Wardley turns up against Fury, who jumped in with Justice Honey, he's in trouble, isn't he? Because
massively.
Fury won't play like it. Justice Honey will come again, don't get me wrong, but he raised some flaws in his game, didn't he? He exposed him a lot in that fight.
And what was he exposed at? He got outboxed.
Yeah.
And there's no better heavyweight in the heavyweight scene in terms of who's the best boxer other than Usyk, of course, is Tyson Fury. He's the best boxer. He can box your ears off. He can hit you on angles. He can hit you at range with his long arms. He can slip shots. We've never known him down as a power puncher, regardless of the knockouts that he's got on his career. Well, he's heavyweight, so if he catches you on the chin, you're going. Anyone's going. But the reality is he's not a big puncher. He's not got that concussive power. But what he has got, he's got unbelievable boxing ability. And if you're right, if the version of Wardley that fought Justice is he gets stopped on his feet late on. Gets stopped on his feet.
And what about Cabello? Let's just touch on him quickly because he's another potential opponent. I wasn't overly impressed with him on Saturday. I don't know what you were for. For someone who's being touted as who's going to go and slay Usyk, I thought he was well off it on Saturday. And another fight would have took him out in round. Another world-class fight would have took him out in round one. Who's getting hit far too much.
I said on my Twitter, mate, Moses, get rid of Franklin and get in with him now.
Yeah.
Get in with him now. Because Cabello will get better and better. He will. But right now, that is a vulnerable boxer, mate. To get hit like that from I know he wasn't a journeyman, and I know he was game, and he came, but he was cut from ear to ear, mate. He got caught way too much.
I mean, this might come back to bite me, but his opponent only looks like a European level fighter to me at best.
I was impressed with the fact that he wasn't overwhelmed by the occasion, that boxer. But that was it. He just did what anybody else would do on a little bit of adrenaline and fear. He just went and threw his hands. But if you're Cabello and you're shouting out Usyk after that, Usyk could beat him with one hand tied behind his back. But just to go back to Fury, mate, the only controversy, because obviously we're having a show, aren't we? So we may as well talk some controversy. Yeah. The only controversy that I would say is, did all this retirement stuff backfire on him? But hear me out. Because it was always a ploy. We know this, behind the cameras, the conversations that you and I know. We knew he was coming back. Everyone with a little bit of nous knew he was coming back. But did it backfire a little bit? And then he's gone, oh shit, AJ's been in this issue, and now they're churning out social media content. Boom, 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 boom. Don't forget us. We might have lost that big payday, but don't forget us. Yeah. So he was quiet, building this big fight. No, I'm done. I will never touch a boxing ring again. The moment we hear this tragic news, I see him every day now.
Yeah. And what I would say is, as you know, I might be a bit of a Tyson Fury fan, but this whole business about retiring, coming back, I think the worldwide boxing fans are sick of it now. It doesn't get the same shocking, oh, he's retired, does it now? People just go, yeah, whatever, we'll see in a month's time. So I'm hoping he stops that ploy now, because, you know, boy cried wolf too many times, I think, for me.
I mean, it'd be, you know, who knows? Tyson Fury does what Tyson Fury wants, and you know, he's earned that in his career, I suppose. But if he retires, say he has a fight and he wins and he retires again, that he will make himself look stupid. I mean, it just ultimately, you know, you never know what day out of the bed he gets out of. But what I don't like, do you know what, Cole? I actually don't care that he retired, because we know he's coming back. If we genuinely thought he was retired, we'd have a proper show and we talk about what he's done for British boxing and the legacy that he's created, and we'd have a cracking show on it. But none of us actually believe it, and the reason why we don't believe it is because he's a massive advocate for mental health, and he's told you recently, I will never give up this sport. I love it too much. So this retirement it's always for more money. Or for media views, and you know, I'm not going to have a go at him. Actually, weirdly enough, I'm not going to have a go at him for bringing all this stuff out recently, because I just think it backfired on him. I don't think he's cashing on the fact of Joshua potentially retiring. I think he's thinking, shit, I left that one a bit late, so let's let everyone know I'm coming back. Do you know what I mean?
I don't really buy into this. I'm just a guy from Morecambe who puts the bins out on a Monday morning and takes the kids to school. He needs boxing. He needs that adulation. It's clear. And I'm worried for him when he's done. When he's properly done.
We all do, to be honest. And again, as much as I give him a load of banter, that time I saw him falling out of that bar when he was all depressed and the media shammed him. I was heartbroken for him, because it's like, you lot don't realize the pressure that's on this man's shoulders. I don't like I've given my money to charity. I don't like the loads of retiring. I don't like the fact giving Derek Chisora a third fight. I don't like any of that stuff. But you can't not show respect as a boxing fan to someone like Tyson Fury that has unbelievable boxing skills, that's very charismatic when he gets in front of the camera, and he's a must fighter that we all tune in to watch. So when it is done, hopefully somewhere down the line there's a platform like MVP that gives him a job, to matchmake and be in front of the camera.
You're right about charisma, because let's be honest, without naming too many names, but there's Daniel Dubois, who tries to be charismatic, but, you know, he's just nowhere near. Fabio Ward, I quite like. He can have the odd crack and the odd bit of joke.
He's warming up.
But apart from that, boxing's a richer place with Fury in it, isn't it? Clear.
Moses can't do it.
No.
He's only a baby, but he can't do it. You know, whether we like it or not. Chisora, Dylan White, they're done. I'm not saying that they were world level fighters, but they were definitely charismatic at the press conferences.
Joyce tried and couldn't do it, and he's gone.
Joyce couldn't do it. He's done. Yeah. So boxing for now, he's, you know, I know he's 37, but if he's matchmaked correctly, Tyson Fury's got another couple of years left at this, and you know, like I say, when he is done, hopefully there is a platform for him in boxing. But I just hope he gets down to business, because, you know, and I'm not. I had a little bit of a laugh saying with that video where he's hitting the bag and his belly's wobbling all over the place, and I just said, just a reminder that we've all had a good Christmas. And Tyson Fury's never been body beautiful. So why we can have a laugh and a joking about it, but Tyson's took it quite serious, hasn't he? He said, I just want to respond to everybody that says that I'm not in the best of shape. No, you're right. I'm not in the best. He's at fucking Christmas. He's a dad. He's a dad. And he's still in the gym, mate. He's still in the gym.
Yeah. So a couple of questions to see the video out then, Brett. If we were sat here this time next year, Is AJ or Fury a world champion?
Furious.
Fury. Okay.
Furious.
Okay. And out of 10, how certain are you that AJ and Fury happens in 2026? If you had to put your last dollar on it,
5.
5. And are we going to get a different AJ? Because this is obviously I rate Fury, but I've got one eye on AJ now because he can have all kinds of motivation when he comes back, steps in this weird circle. Do we think we see a different version of AJ in terms of boxing style and ferocity, etc.? He's going to want to win a few things for them two guys, isn't he?
Do you know what? It's funny you should say that because the gaffer, the missus, said to me the other day, because she hears me on these things all the time and talking, and she said, if AJ does come back, that's a very scary man. Because he's got 2 angels on his shoulder when he comes back in. So if he goes into camp, it's not, you know, that big payday from Jake Paul. He could have retired 10 fights ago, but that big payday from Jake Paul, you know, if that's the last thing that we ever seen him do, he's broke Jake Paul's jaw with a big right hand. You know, if that's how he goes out, he goes out. But if he decides he's coming back and he's coming back properly, that could be a scary man. It could be.
Right. Elite sports is about the fine margins, that extra 1 or 2% that you get out of camp. That could well give him.
Remember Bellew? Yeah. Remember Bellew carrying his brother-in-law, and he was a man possessed, wasn't he? When he carried his brother-in-law.
If it's honest, that bit of rage, we could well see a different AJ stepping between them ropes.
It's a serious AJ, but look, we'll you and I will make sure we bide our time here. We'll wait to hear what we hear, and then we'll do a proper show when it's announced. I agree. So we won't go too far into it right now. But if that is the last AJ, no complaints from me, mate. No complaints.
No, and like I said, rest in peace to AJ's colleagues. That awful event, awful, and by all accounts, AJ moved seats, so someone was looking down him that day. But you're right. Tyson Fury returns. We don't know what we're going to get. I mean, Tyson Fury, sure, this is his last go on the merry-go-round, isn't it? You'd think he's going to put everything into this, hasn't he? Into 2026.
It's his last run. I'll tell you why, because Turkey's not going to play about either. That's why I believe, with AJ out of the picture, that's why I believe he'll be world champion. Because I do believe, and I know we keep writing him off, and we'll banter about it if he pulls off the impossible again. I do believe he's got too much for Fabio Wardley. I think it's a great matchup for him. But I think he'll have one more. I think he'll have a Makhmudov. He'll box his head off. He'll stop him on his feet. And then I believe he beats Fabio Wardley. This is without AJ in the picture. With AJ in the picture, I think he probably does roll the dice, goes in there with Wardley to get the belt, to take it through to a fight with AJ. But like I said, mate, ultimately, I'm very excited that Tyson Fury's back. I'm looking forward to the opponent announcement. He's training every day. So surely we're about to hear something, aren't we? Yep. It's got to be sometime soon.
Yep. I'd imagine when he gets back from sunning himself in Thailand or whatever he's doing, you know. So I'd expect it in the near future. All right, Brett. That's all things Tyson Fury from us. This has been Last Bowl Boxing, proudly sponsored by Shaw Building Service and SC Travel. Like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video. Brett, thanks for your time, fella. Have a good day.